Hi, Christy Russ here, the Maverick Pharmacist Health Coach. And today I'm going to talk about using a ketogenic diet for weight loss. So, for many people, it can be a really effective way to lose weight, but for many people, it's not effective, especially if you don't do it the right way. So, stay tuned and I'll tell you the right way and the wrong way to do keto. The reason the ketogenic diet has become so popular is because fundamentally it is how you should lose weight. Because what happens during ketosis is that your body doesn't have enough carbohydrates to burn for energy. So instead, it burns fat and makes things called ketones, and then the body can use that for fuel. And so obviously that's what you want, right? You want to get rid of the fat, not your muscle, which is what often happens on just your standard, low calorie diet. So once you get into ketosis, the fat loss can happen fairly quickly, and you generally don't feel very hungry either, which can really help for weight loss, right? It can actually be a really healthy way to eat. So it is ideal for type 2 diabetics or anyone with insulin resistance or any blood sugar issues. Most people have lots of energy with it and feel like their brain is really working amazing with memory and concentration or whatever. And that makes sense since it's actually a medical diet designed to make the brain function better. It was developed originally to treat epilepsy. And it's actually a lot closer to the way that we should be eating. And therein lies the problem, though. Unfortunately, it's just way too different than the way most people eat. So it requires a lot of planning and a lot of change. And it's really hard to do when you're eating out, either at a restaurant or especially if you're at a friend or family's house where you don't have a lot of control over what you're eating. Because so in a ketogenic diet, you're usually limited to between 25 to 50 grams of carbs in a day to get you into ketosis. And that pretty much means no grains, no starches, no fruits. Okay. And most of your calories should be from fats. And that is the opposite of the way that most people eat. And that's kind of where that keto flu comes from, where you're just feeling terrible in the first few weeks. It's actually sugar withdrawal because most people's diet is highest in carbohydrates. And I'm not saying the way most people eat is the way it should be. We really should be eating less carbs and more fats, but that's not the reality. And so when you're trying to stay in ketosis, you really isolate yourself from other people, from social situations, and it makes it almost impossible to sustain over the long term. So everyone I've ever seen do the ketogenic diet has gone back to their old habits because it's too difficult and unsustainable. And the other problem that I see with people doing keto is that they are still choosing unhealthy foods, right? They live off of bacon and cheese and all of those processed, keto friendly foods that are becoming more popular now, right? And those are okay in small amounts, but they are very inflammatory. So it's making your health worse, including heart disease, and maybe you're even gaining weight because of that inflammation. So a ketogenic diet built mainly with healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, and nuts and stuff is going to improve your health, including heart disease, even though it's high fat. So my opinion on this is that a keto-ish diet is generally the best way to go. So just lower your carbs, higher fats, and focusing on healthy fats. The weight loss doesn't happen quite as quickly, but it's something you can keep up over a lifetime, which is really what needs to happen, okay? Watch my next video on intermittent fasting to learn how to use that to increase your success. And if you like this information, please subscribe to my channel for real life helpful tips and the myth busting of common health information. Bye for now.